What's going on, everybody?
Welcome to another episode. Happy Monday, or whenever you're watching this.
Yep.
Hope you had a great weekend.
Yeah, buddy, we got a fun one for you today.
Yeah.
I don't know about fun. We'll get into it.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
Theoretically fun.
Theoretically fun. But if you can, before we get started, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, follow button, notification, all that good stuff. So y'all keep it locked. I know we've been going for the last 2 weeks. It's been busy. It's the holidays, man. So.
Oh, we're back, baby.
And I opened up a studio. You can check that out if you want to. But let's get into it. We are here in Roscoe Village, and we are talking about the Riverview Amusement Park that literally stood right behind us. Okay. Now this is it's a plaza now,
Right.
so not anything too amusing. Haha. Now, but yeah, it was kind of weak. But it's still right here. It had a castle-like arch that people would enter in right down this little driveway right here. I don't know if you can see it, but right down there. It was started in 1904 by a guy named William Schmidt. He and his family owned it all the way until 1967 when it closed down.
Yep.
Now, at the beginning, here's a fun fact. I don't think a lot of people know. It started out in 1902 in this area right here, just as it had a couple different attractions. Not even attractions. They were like, I think, pinball machines, shit like that. You know what I mean? But in 1904, they were like, hey, let's add some amusement rides. And yeah, there we go. That's how it kind of got started. The slogan was, laugh your troubles away. And that's key to what we're going to talk about.
Somebody got murdered, didn't they?
Man, it got crazy. So let's walk around.
I wonder if anyone that listens to or watches or listens to our podcast was alive at a time where it was still happening.
Oh, they was alive because my parents was my dad was 7, so obviously from the south side, he didn't come up here. But if you know anything about this, Lane Tech is right down this way. We got a police station right here, and then this behind us is now a plaza.
Yeah.
And they had a bunch of different amusement rides and things like that. There's
a lot of old photos of it too.
Yes. Yeah. It was known for the Bobs.
Creepy looking.
Yeah, it was known for the Bobs, which was a wooden roller coaster at its time. It was 65 feet tall. It had a 60-foot drop and got up to 50 miles per hour. At the time it was built, it was considered the world's fastest roller coaster, which is crazy. And then they had the Jetstream, which was another ride, and then a pair of chutes, which was a ride that took you up, and then you didn't know. It's like the big drop.
Yeah.
Where the big drop bring you up and you don't know what's gonna drop. Well, this was that, but a parachute. A parachute would come out and just think that's scary as hell. I couldn't imagine. But let's take a look around here and see what we got, because I think there's some hidden gems that we could find.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Chicago's Great Amusement Park. That's what it was called, right? And it was right here in this area.
Was it the only one at the? Well, yeah.
No, it wasn't the only one, but it was was large. It was large. It was the place to be. You know what I'm saying? So it was something that Chicago was proud of, right? Yeah. And right now we're in front of the police headquarters right here in Roscoe Village. But this thing right behind us is kind of like what signifies that this was once an amusement park. Yeah. A little monument made to it. Now let's talk about the situation. Yeah, let's talk about what happened, right? Because you're probably like, hey, what's going on here?
Right.
So the amusement park it did thrive. I'm not even gonna say it didn't thrive.
It was there for 50 plus years.
Yeah, it was there for a long time. Now, the decline of it, or I don't even want to say decline just yet, because what happened was, those times racial situations the tensions were high. You know what I'm saying? It was high, and it was at that one point, in the 1900s, all the way to the 50s, even 60s. I mean, black people weren't appreciated, allowed to do anything. Yeah. So among the rides that they had one ride called the Dip. That was the last name that it was called. The first unofficial name was Dip the N-word, Dunk the N-word. And that was kind of like a commonality. Yikes. People know what it was simple. It was a dunk tank where black folks, men, would sit up there, white male men would try to knock them down into the dunk tank. Now here's the thing. Obviously, black people needed a job, and that was a job for them, right? And so that's the job that they were given. They baited the white guys to do it to earn money for the amusement park. And, it worked. You know what I mean?
Some of them didn't need much baiting.
Yeah, right. It worked. Now, here's the thing. That dunk tank wasn't even owned by Riverview. It was just land leased to that area so that they can have a spot there. So I don't want to say that the Riverview Amusement Park was their idea, but they kind of condoned it a little bit.
Right. They didn't stop it.
They didn't stop it.
Yeah.
Now, who did stop it from happening, and we got some fun names here, the Chicago Defender wrote many articles about how ridiculous this was, right? How goofy that this was.
Goofy is being very nice.
Goofy is being very, very nice. This was in the late 50s, 60s. 1964, a guy by the name of Mike Royko, he stood up, the baddest man in Chicago. he said, nah.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, he said, nah, help get it shut down. It got shut down 1964-ish. In 1967, the park closed, okay? The park was finished, it was done. And they say it was declined, the property to run it and things like that. Well, obviously, what happened was, what they didn't say, I saw several articles about this and several write-ups I don't want to say. But one person just completely didn't talk about the dunk tank and the racism. It just said that it declined because the, price to run this was too high. But what really happened was white flight. No, you don't want to hear it.
Out of this area.
Out of this area, right, which is crazy, right? So white flight happened, and what happened then, of course, when you take, the money and the dollars away from an area, it declines.
Yeah.
And so that's what happened. So they ultimately shut down because they couldn't afford this anymore. But what happened to all the pieces that went here? Let's talk about it.
Was it all wood?
Let's talk about it. Let's go. All right, so what happened to the amusement park after it shut down?
Where did all the pieces go?
Literally everything was demolished.
Yeah.
Everything was demolished except for one ride. There was the ride that was a carousel. It was 72 horses, hand-carved horses.
Damn.
It fit 98 people on the ride. And it was built by Italian immigrants. And it was massive. It was grand. It was beautiful. That was preserved. Fun fact.
Where'd it go?
You can go down to Six Flags over Atlanta. Atlanta, Georgia.
Damn.
And you can still ride that ride to today.
I wonder, did it come into pieces?
I'm sure they broke it down. But yes, there you go. So that's what happened. After that, this became the parking lot, the headquarters over there. Lane Tech, like a lot of things happened over there. So
it's kind of like a strip mall-y situation.
That's exactly what it is. And so that's the story of what happened here.
You know what's crazy is these buildings look like they're not castles per se, but those triangular.
Yeah, right. The pointy tops.
Yeah. So
typical house.
I wonder if there's they tried to kind of ode to the original theme, but I don't know.
Who knows? Y'all, maybe we'll tell you about it later.
Maybe.
But anyway, if you love this episode, go ahead and like, subscribe, hit follow. Thank y'all for joining us.
Leave us a little Ferris wheel emoji. Watch till the end so we know that you were here. There might be a merch shop, so you might want to check our website. It's going to be in the description. Maybe.
We're working on it. So until next time, y'all.
Bye.